12, 13, 14, and 15.
Honourable members, I propose the question that clauses 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 be part of the bill. There being no amendments, members, I put the question that clauses 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 be part of the bill. Will ask another opinion say aye. Will ask another opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
Remember, I propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honourable Speaker, Honourable Chair, I beg to move that clause 16 be amended as per the order paper. This is the issue of deemed dividend distribution. The proposed introduction of a 60% deemed dividend distribution threshold would improve an unnecessary burden on businesses and limit the ability to retain earnings for reinvestments. Noting further that existing legal framework already provides sufficient discretion to address tax avoidance concerns. So, Honourable Speaker, this is one of the issues that I know some of the members from across the aisle had raised, Honourable Speaker, and the committee listened to the members of the public, and we have now proposing this particular amendment, Honourable Speaker.
Oh, members, I propose the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. I now put the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will ask another opinion say aye. Will ask another opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Oh, members, I now put the question that clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. Will ask another opinion say aye. Will ask another opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Oh, members, as we say ayes and nays, order. As we say ayes and nays, we are joined by students from Kongotik Girls School, Bomet Central in Bomet County, in the Speaker's Gallery, and students from Muya Comprehensive School, Kiambaa Constituency, Kiambu County, Redeemed Hope, and then you have children from, this is Muya Comprehensive Redeeming Hope Senior School from Kiambaa, and Redeemed Hope Senior School in Embakasi, Nairobi. They are all welcome for the proceedings this afternoon. Honourable Mwenje, you want to say something about the bill or the students? Okay, 30 seconds. Give it to Honourable Mwenje. You got the mic.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I just want to welcome the students to Parliament as they observe the Committee of the Whole. That school that Redeemed Home from Embakasi West is in Umoja, Honourable Speaker, and it's one of those schools that is really rising and helping, especially the underprivileged. And I think on your behalf, Mr. Chairman and the House, let me welcome the students once again to observe the proceedings as we pass and oppose the finance bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think the students are sufficiently encouraged by your statements, and we welcome the full proceedings. The Honourable Deputy Leader, what you want to the students of the bill?
Chair, allow me also in 30 seconds to welcome those students.
Go ahead.
And to also inform them that when we vote in the affirmative or in the negative, it is part of our democracy. But it is also good for us to realize that in some of the proposals where we are reducing taxes, if you are voting no, you are saying those high taxes that Kenyans have been complaining about to remain. So be careful.
Okay, that is effort. We were welcoming students to the House. There's no debate. There's nothing out of order. This has been done. Honourable members. Honourable members, I only allowed the two members to welcome students to the House. On this side, the Honourable Mwenje did it for us. On this side, the Honourable Chungwa has done it for us. Let me hear from the Honourable Member for Embakasi. Is it East or South? South.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we don't want any useless advice.
Are you welcoming students or talking about a debate?
I'm talking about the
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. All members, the effect of our voting on clause 16 is that clause 16 is deleted from the financial Bill 2026. Let's go ahead.
Clause 17.
The Honorable Mawade. The Honorable Mawade, did you use the word useless in your statement?
Yes.
Did you use the word useless in your statement? Will you
I
proceed?
withdraw and apologize.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you. Yeah, gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's proceed. No, that's passed. That's been passed. That's gone.
Clause 17.
That's gone. I propose a question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 17 be amended as per the order paper. This proposed, Honorable Speaker, is to repeal the proposed repeal of the exemption on payments by the national carrier to non-resident service providers would increase business costs, raise compliance and operational expenses, and disadvantage access to specialized foreign services critical for maintaining international aviation standards. Further, the amendment is seeking to provide clarity on payments made by a resident air transport operator designated by the government as a national carrier or a non-resident person, Honorable Speaker. What this means, Honorable Speaker, voting yes to this particular amendment would mean we are approving these measures to make our Kenya Airways very strategic and very competitive. And voting no on this amendment, Honorable Speaker, means disadvantaging Kenya Airways and giving our competitors, which are the other airlines, Honorable Speaker, a better opportunity, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Members, I now propose the order. I now propose the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. The Honorable Biegon, what do you have to say on this?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted to put to ask for a point of order.
No, you already have the
to
mic.
know as to why you are denying me to say hello to my students.
You must not, that's not your right, so you cannot claim it. It's not your right. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity also to welcome my students from Kongoti Girls from Bomet East, and I would like to tell them that you are most welcome to this August House, and this is a place where some of you might even land in the near future.
And what do you say about this particular amendment?
I support.
Thank you. All members, I now put the honorable member for Nandi, please. Please go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, the person who should have had the heaviest comment to make about this particular amendment that is very progressive was the Honorable Yegon, because he actually works with the airlines and he does a lot of business with it. But Honorable Speaker, allow me to borrow his words so that I can be able to say and appreciate the committee for actually considering this amendment. This is part of the issues that the eyes of the Kenyans who do business and even travel around here had actually picked. So this is a very progressive amendment to make sure that our national carrier, that is the pride of Africa, gets to continue flying and gets to make more profits. So I support this amendment.
I put the question, therefore, that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will as member of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as member of that opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question to members that clause 17 as amended be part of the bill. Will as member of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those of opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
Members, I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 18 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Speaker, by deleting clause 18, Honorable Speaker, this was where Kenyans were telling us the nil return filers, Honorable Speaker, there were further requirements that were being recommended for them in this particular bill, Honorable Speaker. And having listened to the views of the members of the public, they felt the status quo for filing of nil returns should remain. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, voting yes for this particular amendment would mean that Kenyans that file nil returns would have no extra burden, Honorable Speaker. Voting no to this amendment would mean that then we would have more requirements on taxpayers, Honorable Speaker, on nil return filers, Honorable Speaker, and this would be very problematic. This is one of the things we pick from public participation, Honorable Speaker.
Members, I propose the question. I now propose the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. The Honorable Pukose.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think this is a very good amendment because considering that anybody who is over 18 years is supposed to file returns, and you'll find that we have students who are at the university who are not employed, and they have been filing returns. Even some of them who are in other countries, they have been calling us to ask that they are supposed to file returns because KRA has returned. Now, by deleting this, it means that those students can still file nil returns because they are not employed.
Correct.
And therefore, I know my colleagues have entered into rejection mode, but I think this is a good amendment that we should all of us support.
Okay.
With those few remarks, I support.
The Honorable Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Honorable Chair, I rise to support this amendment, and as the Chair has said, the proposal in the bill was to move people who are doing their returns, nil returns, people who have no income to declare to KRA for tax purposes. They would have been forced to report by the end of January, to file their returns by the end of January, 30 days after. What the Chair is doing, in conformity, again, for the interest of those who say that public participation bears no answers to the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya, during public participation, for those who cared to read the committee's report, the people of Kenya said they want the status quo. Even if you are filing nil return, you don't have to file in January. Therefore, by supporting this and voting yes, I am agreeing with the public. And anyone voting no is disagreeing with Kenyans on that particular provision and telling Kenyans that they now, if you are filing nil returns, our students, our university students, because they get help loans, many of them register for PIN numbers. If you have a PIN number with the prefix A, then the bill was saying you file your returns by the 31st of January. That is why we are voting yes.
Thank you.
To help Kenyans.
Thank you. The Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I want to say that I am happy that the House is agreeing with us that we reject the proposal from the executive. That is why we are voting on this one, yes.
Correct. The Honorable Member for Nyeri. Over there. The Member for Kirinyaga, sorry.
You know, it is very interesting that the majority leader can purport that they are doing young Kenyans a favor, while it is indeed them who had put this punitive provision in the finance bill. It is
okay. No, you must allow order. You'll allow that member her time to make a point. Go ahead. Finish your point.
It is unfathomable that he is the one suppressing the young people of Kenya and yet pretending to offer them help.
Thank you. Thank you. The Honorable Minority Leader. I'm going to give you. I'll give you.
Chair, first,
let's have him first, then you come.
Chair, first I stand to support this amendment. But Chair, I'm happy that my deputy has acknowledged and he has realized that legislation is done in the House and not in the streets. So you should propose more so that we can agree with him, Chair. Because they want to do it in the streets other than doing it here, and now we are agreeing with them. For the benefit of Kenyans, and the amendment belongs to the committee and not him.
The Honorable Majority Leader, you have something you want to say about...
Chair, no, just because the Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, my good friend, Jerry Maina, mentioned me adversely, saying that I brought the bill. This bill, first, I know she has not read it also, is signed by the chair of the Finance Committee. Honorable Speaker, if you... Honorable Speaker, I'm very meticulous.
That's too below.
This bill, for the benefit of those who have not read this...
That is too below the skirt. That is too below the skirt. You will withdraw it. That is too below the skirt.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair, for your guidance. I beg to withdraw that reference.
Thank you.
But for the benefit of those who have not read this bill, for their benefit, this bill is signed by the Honorable Kuria Kimani, MP, Chairperson, Finance and National Planning. Number 2, FCPA. Number 2, Honorable Chair, these are proposals that come from the National Treasury. the chairperson of the Finance and National Planning Committee does not have a single proposal coming from him. These are proposals from the executive. So for the benefit of my good friend Jerry Maina, to know that you and the chair of the Finance Committee and myself are legislators, we oversight and represent the people. That is why when the chair proposed we amend the date on behalf of young Kenyans, I prevailed upon you, and the leader of minority has agreed with us that we need to agree with the committee.
Thank you.
That this proposal is good. Don't just vote no.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you so
Wamunyoro
much.
has said you vote no.
Thank you. No. I will indulge the chairperson of the committee to say a word, then you can put the question.
Chair, I want to raise on standing order number 91, where a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Honorable Chair, the leader of minority has said that they are voting no to these particular proposals. They are helping Kenyans. It is important, Deputy Minority Leader, the Honorable Robert Mbui. In that case, therefore, Honorable Speaker, that statement is the opposite. Because, Honorable Speaker, by them voting no for this particular clause, it would mean a big problem for those people who file returns, Honorable Speaker. So it is very important that the leader of minority the deputy leader of minority does not misinform this House just to speak to the gallery.
Thank you so much.
It is important that he withdraws that particular statement so that Kenyans can know the import of them voting no to this particular process.
Thank you.
So that they're not there saying how they're being helpful and they're doing the opposite.
The Honorable Andeto, 30 seconds. Go ahead. 30 seconds, then we'll put the question, please.
I'm waiting. Thank you, Speaker. It is important what the majority leader has said, that this is indeed a bill of the executive, which sadly the Honorable Kimani Kuria signed. I don't know whether he read it before he signed. And now we are here, Mr. Speaker, to rubber stamp the work of the executive. So after they realize the heat from the public...
Order, Honorable Andeto. Order. Members, I'm very patient with every member. But when you get the mic, don't raise issues that create heat, mostly because they are not legal, they are not factual. There's no reason for that. So that we proceed. Order. On this particular matter, members know this, that there's no minister who is in this House. So all bills come to this House will come in the names of chairpersons or committees. You don't need to talk about it. It's not... All members, I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 18 as amended be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? Thank you. The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
Members, I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
19. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 19 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this amendment is seeking to improve compliance and tax administration efficiency by simplifying filing of returns, where we are saying that individual taxpayers will file within 4 months, after 4 months, Honorable Speaker, within 4 months, Honorable Speaker, and for corporates within 6 months, Honorable Speaker. This is going to reduce the rush that we see at the end of the year by allowing by allowing 2 different dates for filing of returns for individuals and for corporates. And Honorable Speaker, now that the Honorable Andeto did mention me, I would like to inform the Honorable Andeto, and I'm hoping that in the next Parliament you'll be able to come as a committee chairperson. Committee chairpersons carry bills from the executive as per the law. The same way the leader of majority party, being the leader of government business in the House, carries all the other bills from the executive. So it's important to clarify that, and I'm hoping that if God gives you a chance to come as a second term, you will understand that, Honorable Speaker.
No,
you don't just say things for the sake of saying.
I think he knows. He just changed sides. I now put the question that clause 19, order. Clause 19, he will say something after I've proposed the question, please. I propose the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of the Finance Committee. The Honorable Janet?
Chair, I want to support this amendment. Chair, you know, we have been telling Kenyans that this finance bill is making tax administration easier, simpler, efficient, predictable. Chair, this amendment is giving individual tax returnees, the people who are doing returns, 4 months, and corporate 6 months. Without any rush, you take your time, you compute your taxes, and do it within 4 months as an individual, and 6 months. This should be told Kenyans that National Treasury is making their life easier and simpler, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Chief Konga.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for recognizing me for being here. That this part of the House
is part of Parliament, it's part of the House. Go ahead.
Part of the House. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. There are some people here who think that they are in Turkana, but this is part of the House. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this bill. Number one, this will make it very easy.
What did you say, the Honorable Chief Konga? Did you say something about Turkana?
No. There's a song which says Turkana is also Kenya, and that's what they have been singing around here. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this bill. And Mr. Speaker, I want to say something which is important. You know, as a lawyer, and I want to speak to this question, because it appears that there's some confusion here, which is intentional. Mr. Speaker, when Honorable Wandeto says that this House cannot, or the chairs cannot sign the bills that come into this House to be introduced from the executive, he is completely unaware that we passed a new constitution in 2010 that made this country a presidential system. It is no longer a Commonwealth system. It is no longer a common law system. So the executive cannot sign anything to introduce anything to this House.
Thank you. Members, I now put the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it, and now put the question that clause 19 as amended be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. The Honorable Kaluma.
Honorable Speaker, would it be confirmed if Honorable Mbui and Honorable Gachagua have a loudspeaker in their chest? Because there are only 2 people, but when they speak, it is like 100 people on this side.
Nah, given. The Honorable Gachagua.
I'm not to blame for inability for Honorable Kaluma to speak as we do. First. 2, Honorable Kaluma should know that I don't want him to ever mention my name in his life. And that has to go on record. Yeah.
There is nothing out of order at all, so we'll proceed.
Clause 20.
The honourable members, I propose the question that clause 20 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment, I put the question that clause 20 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 21.
Members, I propose that clause 21 be part of the bill. Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 21 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where we are providing incentives for investments in excess of 10 billion shillings that is going to manufacture of LPG gas, Honorable Speaker. This is again one of the measures we're trying to reduce the cost of living, reduce the cost of fuel. We've seen what fuel, for example, has happened, and that has even led to increase in cost of electricity. And by providing this incentive, Honorable Chair, then you'll be allowing huge investments in production of LPG gas, and that hopefully, Honorable Speaker, will also lead to reduction in the price of LPG gas for our homes, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Members, I propose the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. I put the question, therefore, that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those of the opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that clause 21 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those of the opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 22.
Members, I propose the question that clause 22 part of the bill. Clause 22, the amendments were dropped. I therefore put the question that clause 22 part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 23.
Members, I propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. The proposed amendment by the chair, by the honorable member, are dropped, so we have amendments by the chairman of the committee. Oh, sorry, they'll fall if the chairman is carried. So sorry about that. I hope that covers your point of order. Go ahead.
Clause 23.
Yes, clause 23.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 23 be amended as per the order paper. This amendment is seeking to clarify the capital gains exemptions, Honorable Chairperson. Yeah, you need a further explanation. So if you check Honorable Chair, clause 23, it was proposing that paragraph 2 of the 8th schedule of the income tax is amended by inserting the following new subparagraph: gains derived from the alienation of shares by a non-resident person, where the shares derive their value from Kenya, or the alienation results in a change in the group ownership of a company resident in Kenya and ownership of title in or interest in property located in Kenya. Honorable Chair, this particular provision is seeking to tax, Honorable Speaker, when international companies repatriate the dividends that they make from this particular country, Honorable Speaker, and when they change the ownership of shares. So, Honorable Speaker, what we've been seeing is multinationals, they register here as shareholders, as Kenyan shareholders, and then their purpose is not to have Kenyan shareholders, is to return back, Honorable Chairperson, to their home country. So we're saying if you repatriate those shares back to a country outside Kenya, then you'd be subject, Honorable Speaker, to income tax. To income tax.
This has happened before, and I think it's a good amendment. We propose the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. I put the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will as one of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will that opinion say nay? Nay. Ayes have it. And now put the question that clause 23 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. The other opinion say nay? Nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I propose the question. The Honorable order. The Honorable Mwenje, I'll allow you to order. Allow you to address the House. Order. Of course, he didn't go. Allow you to address the House so that you satisfy your curiosity, so that they know what you want to do. But you know this has fallen. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. You know, Chair, I'd waited for this moment for quite some time. Because when the Speaker was here, it was made to look as though we don't read. We don't know what Article 114 says. But we have put in amendments, and this is one of those amendments that did not require Article 114. So I should have that right to move it at the very least. Now the reason why I can't move it now because it's already been overtaken. But the reason why I was putting this.
The Honorable Majority Leader has a point of order.
Yes.
Take a seat for a minute. Just take a seat. We'll come back, don't worry.
Honorable Chair, you know, the Honorable Mwenje is right, and nobody has stopped him from moving, because the one that we have that has been moved and adopted is the amendment by the chair. Yours would only fall if probably it has similarities with the chairs. Therefore, if there is no similarity, if it is different, you then get an opportunity to move yours and convince us. Is that simple?
Go ahead, Honorable Mwenje.
Thank you, Chair. No, thank you, Chair. The reason why, because I think the way we've done it traditionally, yes, I might be a first-timer, but usually we put all of them together, and then the chairs take precedence. Once we vote on it, the others fall. Now it's very similar. And the reason why I was bringing it up, because my proposal, which I'm hoping the chair would be listening to, I was proposing that this threshold that he has put for shares being repatriated, by inserting the words that make 50% of the share capital. What you put, the way it is right now, it has no threshold. It means even 1% of shareholding, which will discourage people from investing in Kenya.
Okay.
So what I would have thought is that if we would allow and set a threshold, and you know that even under income tax, at times we get to up to 20%. What is standard within our region is 50%. Correct. That is, and even the bilateral agreements we sign with Mauritius and all these other countries. So,
Honorable members, I think your point, Honorable Mwenje, is made. And yes, and I'd be sorry. The reason we did what we did is that the Honorable Chairperson's amendment was deleting the whole thing. So there was nothing to amend. But for your comfort, after 6 months, you can come back with the same amendment, so that you carry it without the chairman interfering with your train of thought. Let's go ahead. You still want to say something on this, Honorable Chungwa? Thank you.
Clause 24.
Oh, members, I propose the question that clause 24 be part of the bill, because there's no amendment. I now put the question that clause 24 be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as other opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clauses. New clause 22A.
So, members, I propose the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. The mover to move this for second reading.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 22A. Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that new clause 22A be now read a second time. Honorable Chair, this amendment is seeking to insert the following new clause immediately after clause 22. 22A, the false schedule to the Income Tax Act is amended by inserting the following new item: a financial institution license under the Microfinance Act. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, when you check the fourth schedule of the Income Tax Act, it provides for institutions where once you take, say, for example, a mortgage, Honorable Speaker, you get a mortgage relief. But however, this exemption is usually given to banks, to commercial banks, but microfinance institutions were missing from this list. So therefore, by inserting Microfinance Act as a financial institution recognized under fourth schedule, that improves the treatment they get to be the same as other financial institutions.
Thank you so much. Can I propose the question first? I propose the question, members, that the new clause 22A be now read a second time. The Honorable Ruto, then the Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Chair. Even as we look at this particular proposal of including the microfinance, there is also a need to evaluate mortgage provided by organized schemes like Parliamentary Service Commission, where they provide mortgage to members here or to staff. While they are repaying interest, it is not captured as part of the benefit as it is treated in the public sector or in the banking sector. So something, again, that we need to look at it. Thank you.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Chair, first I support this amendment. It's a very important amendment, and I want to agree with CPA Ruto, because even for members of parliament, your mortgage scheme is not necessarily from a bank, it is an organized scheme, and therefore you ought to benefit. And I know in these amendments there was a proposal to extend the same reliefs to staff of the Central Bank of Kenya. But following a meeting we had with the chair and the KRA and the National Treasury yesterday and the day before, we will be bringing back that proposal so that it incorporates even schemes like that of the Parliamentary Service Commission, the Judicial Service Commission, and other Kenyans who have schemes that are outside of the financial institutions. But Honorable Speaker, again, the Honorable Junet told us that part of what the National Treasury did in this year's finance bill is to extend certain benefits to ordinary Kenyans. This amendment is extending mortgage relief benefits to ordinary Kenyans. Therefore, by voting for this, yes, you are extending mortgage relief to Kenyans who pay taxes, then they get a relief from their mortgage. So even as you vote no, be aware that your no vote, you are saying don't extend that relief to ordinary Kenyans. And therefore, vote yes.
No one has voted no yet, so don't worry. The Honorable Wandeto. No, this is second reading, so I'll allow at least 2 more members to say something. This is on second reading.
You know, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader is trying to, I guess, incite us against Kenyans on this live broadcast. But I would like to inform him that the reason we are rejecting, actually we want to reject this finance bill
certain tax reliefs that we are giving to them. Therefore, Honorable Wandeto, I have no business inciting you or inciting Kenyans against you. I want you to tell the people of Mukurweini, of Tetu, where the ones you represent, those who are tea farmers and coffee farmers, who have no privilege like myself and yourself to be able to access mortgages from big commercial banks like we do. They walk to their microfinance institution in Tetu or in Nyeri town. They access a mortgage facility there. I get a relief on my mortgage. You get a relief. You do not want the villager in your village to get a relief. Why would you be that unfair to your people? Why?
Thank you.
Why would you be that unfair?
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you.
Why, Wandeto?
That's okay. I think order. I think all of us are entitled to our views, and there's nothing to be ashamed of our views. Honorable Wundo, go ahead.
Chair, as much as this amendment is laudable, I need to ask the chair to expand it beyond what we have been provided here, probably in due time, to include circles and any other schemes that can be registered. But Honorable Speaker, this element of tokenism, and then you say you are doing a favors to Kenyans, this is undermining the intelligence of people of Kenya. This tokenism. If we had not taxed them so highly, housing, they would not even be bothered by this tokenism that we are providing here.
Honorable Kagushia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members,
what I realize is that...
Honorable members, I'm allowing this debate, not point of orders, but this debate because we are on second reading. So I would like to hear a debate, no point of orders anymore. Go ahead, Honorable Kagushia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. what I have noticed, and is what we have realized, there is a bit of lies and misleading information from this house, is that from the budget that we passed a budget where we're going to collect 3.6 trillion Kenya shillings this coming year. And the much we have collected this year is about 2.6 trillion. Honorable Speaker, we are projecting to collect a revenue of an extra 1 trillion Kenya shillings, but Majority Leader is here convincing Kenyans that we are not raising any funds through this finance bill. Honorable Speaker, that is misleading, and Kenyans need to know.
The Honorable Kagushia, we are talking about the new clause 22A. I would like to listen to you on that clause, please. It's called relevance.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that the assertion that this finance bill, including the clause in question, is relieving Kenyans from taxes is untrue. Kenyans are going to be subjected to a tax to raise revenue up to 1 trillion Kenya shillings in the coming one.
Thank you. The Honorable Minority Leader.
Chair, the problem we are having here is that there is a mentality and belief that the finance bill is supposed to raise taxes only. Taxes only. It can also reduce. Chair, facts are facts, and facts are stubborn. Majority of our people in this country bank with microfinance, and if they are given mortgage reliefs for those who are borrowing from microfinances, and you are here opposing it with the mentality that a finance bill should only raise taxes, it should not reduce, then you're in the wrong place.
Thank you.
You're in the wrong place.
Thank you. The Honorable Muchomba. The Honorable Muchomba. I've given you the mic, so just be patient. You're going to get it. Use the one behind you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Chair, I am a member of Gatondo CBO, a small CBO that is made up of many traders in Gatondo. I joined them when I was the women rep for Kiambu. Chair, the last AGM we did, we wanted to make sure that every member who is a normal trader in Gatondo, in the market, Gatondo Modern Market, affords a house in Mwihoko, in Juja, through our own small scheme. So I'm so excited, Mr. Speaker, that this amendment is going to give relief to those women, the traders in the market. It is absurd that somebody who is elected by members, like Honorable Adeto, can actually stand in the House and say that such women should not be given such a relief.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
All members, we must decide this either way. Therefore, put the question that this will be decided either way. I now put the question that the new clause 22A be read a second time. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. All members, I propose the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. I now put the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye?